Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more adventures of Ash and Steel. Now, it's in the early hours of Monday morning and I've already recorded one video for tonight. However, since it's technically the end of the weekend, it's entirely possible that the developers may be dropping the new patch today, which will hopefully fix the missing item from this camp that is absent. And if there's an item missing from this camp that will be patched in, it's probably best if I don't load a save right in the middle of the camp when the patch drops. Hey, it's possible we might have to wait a few more days, and that's fine as well. So I'm just going to leave the camp, run around a little bit, save the game, pause the recording, go to bed, and then finish up the episode later on when I've had a good chance to rest. So let's do a few things, such as heading up this way to go and take water to the badly beaten, disturbingly androgynous boy. And maybe if I walk instead of running, we get a little bit less lag. I've noticed a few lag spikes when running out in the wilderness, presumably because of the sheer amount of world data and information that is being processed. And while I'm here, I'm going to be on the lookout for things, you know, plants I could pick, for example. But most of all, because I have done this off camera earlier when I had some spare time, I'm gonna meander into this broken down sort of watch post and ask myself why there appears to be some kind of strange handle attached to this pair of beams that doesn't rise all the way to the top, and why this pillar here doesn't have them. And when I look at it, I see a two-handed combat axe. Now, this is a thing of beauty. When the game acknowledges to my key press and actually opens the inventory. I'm going to have to fiddle with settings and see if I can get things running a little more smoothly, I think. Generally, after the game's been running for, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes, it kind of settles down quite a bit. This is the axe that the brigands in the cave behind the waterfall near the woodcutter's camp used to have in the demo. And those brigands are no longer there now, just their belongings. This axe is brilliant, right? 15 damage, only requires 10 strength, as opposed to the 11 damage for 13 strength, 17 damage for 16 strength. Not bad, probably worth looking into if we can get enough. However, something we are probably going to want to do in the not too distant future is have a 12 in strength, dexterity or insight. So while my next level was originally going to be a point in strength and, what was it, 2 in stamina, or point in strength, 2 in fortitude, or a point in strength, 1 in stamina, 1 in fortitude, it's probably going to be 1 in strength and 2 in insight. 3 in strength would allow us to wield a magnificent two-handed axe, but would cause us problems on another front. If we look at our quest journal, ask the guards what happened. I've tried that. I can't ask any of the guards there what happened. 2 of the guards are named, and they tell me to bugger off and not speak to them, so maybe I need to do something else to earn their trust to be able to find out what's going on. What I can do is go back to the trader and ask him about this booze the woodcutters seem to be getting hold of so easily. So let's do that. That'll involve a slight run. Look, maybe all this jogging is good for us. Maybe it will help us build up some stamina. Who knows? Although, I will say the ways of life, the things you get for doing stuff, I like the fact that you get rewards for eating a healthy diet. You get rewards for eating fruit. And there's a thread on the forum where people have been gathering plenty of information. And some people were surprised about the information about the trading dummy, which the developers themselves shared with us in an update shortly before the game launched. I think they shared it around the time the demo went live. And while I have not combed that thread thoroughly for much information, I did notice a few people saying, hey, you eat 20 apples, you get this, 20 carrots, you get that. Tomatoes as well, I think, and possibly cheese. Now, Radim.
Any luck?
Let's speak. Do you do trade with the woodcutters?
Do you trade with the woodcutters? Of course. It's my job to trade with anyone I can find, friend. The lads are planning a little fun back at camp, but they realise they don't have enough alcohol. But since I'm the youngest, they sent me and said you'd know who to charge it to. Who to charge it to? Ha ha, clever, clever. What do you mean? Nothing, just, who did you say sent you to me?
Well... So, Vimon's the old man who doesn't like aggro from his wife. Bird is the kind of sleazy, sneaky one. Hugo's a bit dim. Akeem is the boss who probably wouldn't have sanctioned this. Let's say Bird. In my experience, all of these lead to the same result.
Bird? 7 above. I can't say I recall anything of the sort. And who should I charge a stranger's purchase to? Either hand over the coin, fella, or let whoever sent you come himself.
Fair enough. And we'll just have a quick check at what he's got. Couple of nice recipes, which we can't really do anything with, but what we can do is check to see if we got any nice treasures to sell. And that does not appear to be the case. I'm keeping on to my nails just in case they're useful for crafting in some way. I'm not going to sell that for nothing. I'll just hang on to it for now. Okay. And I'm keeping my money in case I don't get any more before I level up. At which point, it would be nice to go and train our first warrior ability, which I think allows us to make the heavy attack and gives us a 5% damage increase. And in all honesty, our damage totals at the moment are so low that 5% is nothing, but if we get more in the future, it will all add up. I've also been informed that the reason I haven't been falling over or tripping over yet is that apparently there's a sprint ability I need to get hold of. Okay, let's try again. Let me hop over. No! Bugger! Oh, Tristan, you messed that one up good and proper. do that again. Ooh. Now this is even more tricky. Because if we're too far around there, it don't work. And up we go. Saves us walking all the way back through the guard post, which we would like to visit at some point soon anyway. Got an autosave lag spike, that's just fine. Now, while we're here, I'll go investigate the cavern.
Something was banging around in the cellar all night.
So, there used to be 2 brigands in this cave, one with the very two-handed axe I now have in my possession, and the other with a crossbow. They are mercifully no longer here. There are some possessions, which I'm not going to take just yet, and a locked chest.
I don't know how to use lockpicks.
That's right, you don't. Let's leave it at that then. But now we will report back to Akeem about the booze. And we'll tidy up that particular little quest, get a few more experience points. And, what else?
And yelling like a bloody fool again last night.
Oh, I know. Then we'll report about the bridge.
Maybe I should move to the village. This city makes me sick.
This weather's been mad lately. Sunny, then
Okay.
rainy, then...
Akeem, you wanted me to do this investigation without any of your men finding out about it. So, while Hugo is standing right next to you, I will tell you that I went and talked to the trader, and he said your workers keep going over there and buying booze from him.
I talked to the trader. He said your workers come to him every now and then. Maybe that's how they're getting alcohol.
If that's so, they must be hiding the bottles somewhere I won't find them. The hiding spot can't be here. Everything's all out in the open. Maybe in the forest somewhere. In amongst the logs we're working on.
Well, let's go take a look. If we head
Can't
over
trust
here
anyone
to the logging
nowadays.
area,
That's for sure.
Have you seen how fat the guard captain's face is, though? Won't fit through the entrance.
we know there's a few empty bottles around here, and somewhere around here the men must be hiding their ill-gotten alcohol. Now here we have a nice little clearing down beside the way with a campsite we can use
What an interesting find.
and a bloody great big treasure chest containing
Ho ho!
20 bottles of booze, which are now in our possession. Right there. And we'll want to be holding on to that in case, well, in case the patch puts that note back in the Hobster camp in the very near future. And if not, we'll just have to hang on to those 3 cartwheels and hope it gets fixed at some point.
The streets, eh? He fool again last night.
They arrested someone in the port last night.
Remember how things used to be? This is nothing in comparison.
I found they were fine where they were hiding the spirits. There were 20 or so bottles. No, there weren't. There were 20 bottles. Or so, in common English parlance, means the same again. So 20 bottles or so would mean 20 or 40. It wouldn't mean 20 or 40 or 60. In this case, he's saying like around 20, so like 19, 20, 21. He's being a bit dubious on the number, but so a little dishonesty here.
To find out where they're hiding the spirits, there were 20 or so bottles.
Ah, stocking up they were. Getting ready for the grey chase. I'd have let them have a day or two off to go to the village. Yeah, what dunderheads.
Right, do you want the bottles?
Do you want the bottles?
No. Best take them to be safe.
Fair enough. I went to see the bridge, by the way.
I went to see the bridge.
And what's going on there?
I didn't see any signs of repair works. No workers either.
Jeremy, you son of a bitch! I'm so sick of him and his carousing! Look, Tristan, now I have to ask you to find that jerk-off in the outskirts and give him a good kick in the arse. The job's already paid for. We have a big batch of wood to haul over that bridge. Talk some sense into him, will you?
What
Okay.
a nightmare.
Where
This
is the
weather's
wood
been
going
mad
that is
lately.
going to cross that bridge?
Sunny,
Because you can
then
literally just take
rainy,
it down that
then
way
sunny
easier.
again.
My
No.
bones are aching again. Been trying all
I
sorts
accidentally
of
found
ointments.
Jeremy
Nothing helps.
in the
Can't
outskirts
trust
very
anyone
easily off camera.
nowadays.
But we're not going to go talk to him just yet because, like I said, I need to head to bed. I've got things to do tomorrow. And, yeah. I might even want to go back that way to the outpost. Wait, looking at the road. No, I will go this way actually. Because I also travelled the road between the outpost and the outskirts of camera. And the big bad wolf did not attack in the night, and I found some very nice treasure there to dig up. And some that didn't require digging. So that'll be something for after my power nap. Power nap? I'm going to try and get a good few hours. A bit longer than that at least. Right, see you guys in a bit. And we're back. Now, since I was last playing, the developers have posted an update about the upcoming patch, and an explanation as to why it's taking so long. Essentially, they ran into a very serious issue which could, cause the game to break and create big problems, and they've had to seek outside help from some people who will be helping them. Look, they're a small team. They're doing great stuff with this game so far. Obviously, there's bugs and stuff, teething problems. It is what it is. But essentially, they have decided that the problem is too hard for them to solve, and they've had to hire a few people from either independent people or from another company, I'm not sure, to come help them out with the critical issue. While that critical issue is being fixed, they are working on optimization and lots of bug fixes, which will go in addition to fixing the critical issue. I like the idea of optimization. They've claimed the optimization will lead to shorter load times and less visual stuttering or lag, memory leaks, things like that, right? Things that can cause a game to crash. However, there is a bug they are working on with these outside people. And of course, because these people are coming in from outside, that slows things down because these people aren't used to working together with this group. They may have other responsibilities elsewhere. They might be working remotely. They might not even be in the same building. I don't know the full details, right? And that is going to lead to a delay before the patch arrives. But when it does, it will include a number of quest fixes, including 2 that will be rather important to me. And Tristan is lagging a bit here because I only just loaded up the game and it's still loading up resources. So, there is a bug to do with the way that the game saves and loads information. And let's just stand here for a while and look at our inventory and hope we don't get too hungry and thirsty while we do it. essentially, if you double click to equip an item, the unequipped item can become a duplicate copy of the thing you just equipped instead of what it was before, which could possibly explain how I had not 1 but 3 dexterity potions after putting them in this slot. The way to avoid this currently is to manually unequip the item from the slot, then put something in there to avoid some sort of weird bugginess. It's good to know that now. Would have been good to know that earlier. Of the bugs that the developers have mentioned they will be fixing, they have not mentioned the goblin note in the Hobster camp, which is required for the Wagon Wheels quest. Even though they've had
Keep
people
your hands
mentioning
where I
it
can see them.
on about 15 or 16 pages of forum posts in the thread where they say they're gathering up. Look, they don't need to
Heard a
mention it
couple
more
of
than once, but it
maulers
would have been
howling at
nice
the
to be
walls
acknowledged.
yesterday. They've grown fearless.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
But the two things that have been an issue for me, at the end of this road,
Rough,
at the
to be sure. But
outpost,
life goes on.
we have the beaten up lad, and it is getting very laggy at the moment. It's late at night, and as I said, just loaded the save. If I play around for a bit, it'll speed up after a while. Where are we? Oh, fuck it. There we go. Dregs of Society. Ask the guards what happened. We can't ask the guards what happened. I can speak to the guards, and one of them won't talk to me, and the other one will tell me to piss off, and I've got no option to talk about anything else. Other people have had issues with this quest, so I have 2 broken quests that could do with being fixed. Hey, it's early days. It's their first game. The thing is, most of these bugs did not occur with the save system they were using for the demo. And from what I understand, they're wanting to avoid changing the save system drastically because they don't want to force everyone to restart from the beginning of the game by invalidating all our existing saves.
This weather's been mad lately. Sunny, then rainy, then sunny again.
Heard a couple maulers howling at the walls yesterday.
The other
They've
quest
grown
they
fearless.
mentioned they were fixing
You
that
said
I was
it.
interested in was
Remember how things used
the quest to
the
feed the
weather's cleared
woodcutters,
up.
which I dealt with in a previous episode. And I mentioned at the time that I did not get the expected reward. And they have mentioned that with the latest patch, if you get the best result with that quest, which I did, you will get the correct reward, implying that currently the correct reward is not being given, which would make total sense. That would be great just for the woodcutter's trousers. If it also features some extra money and experience points, I would not complain.
Weather's cleared up.
And because I've been using just one save to avoid save confusion, because we can't name the saves, and apparently some people are very frustrated because the saves aren't sorted by date or anything, but I think that people have just been using quick save a lot instead of manual saving. I'm not sure, but essentially I might want to restart the game just to get the correct reward for that quest.
The bandits around here have grown fearless. Someone was robbed right in the outskirts recently.
Have you seen how
If
fat
I
the guard
do
captain's
restart the
face
game
is,
to
though?
get the correct reward for
Through
that
the
quest,
entrance soon.
I could also
Sometimes I wonder why
avoid
we
gaining
even have
duplicate
guards.
potions of dexterity. And
That's for sure.
you know what?
My bones are aching again. Been trying all sorts of ointments.
Okay, dear.
Nothing helps.
I'd drop 2 points of dexterity, but hey, I'd have better trousers, and it would be correct, and I wouldn't have gained some kind of unfair advantage.
You said it.
I don't know yet, and of course I don't know how far off the patch is. It would be nice to imagine it's coming pretty soon, as they're talking about all the stuff they're putting in it. But the fact that they're relying on an outside agency for help means we don't know how quickly this is going to go. So I kind of might not want to play this game a bit while I wait for the patch. Or I could just play it, have fun, in a not too serious, exploring and learning what I can do when the patch arrives. Or I could just press on regards and go, hey, I don't have the trousers, but I got 2 points of dexterity. Fine, you know. I haven't fully made up my mind yet. Feel free to leave me any comments, suggestions, discussion, etc. in the comment section down below. I'll take it into consideration. I think I am leaning towards starting again. If I do start again, I can complete most of the content I've currently experienced. I'm not entirely feeling confident about the path from the... and I am walking this way for a reason. From the outpost to here at night with Jiri, the woodsman. That'd be a bit risky, but hey, if I do get the trousers and the top, that gives 3 points of strength and 3 points of stamina, right? Which would be great, and far preferable to getting a couple of extra points of dexterity early on. Now, I'm walking this way for a reason, because I can show you something that I've discovered. Let's jog a little. Not too far from here is a path on the right leading up to blue crystals and a cliff face. I believe it's this one or the next one. Nope, it's this one. Okay. So we're going to head up here. Green crystals, not blue. So we saw this with Jiri as we were coming back down that way, past the wolf's den. I'm going to now try climb up on top of here. Okay, this way? Yeah. And we have this ruined shack of sorts. We've got a blacksmith's hammer, we'll take that. Silver candle holder. And if we have a bit of some berries, excellent. And let's not look at that for a moment, okay. Inside the ruin itself, nothing very much. But let's just clamber over. And here we have an interesting dig site. So let us dig. We'll put some food in there for a moment and equip our shovel. Our one and only shovel. There we are. Well worth it, I think. And inside this chest we have 2 iron ingots, 4 pieces of cloth, and 50 gold. Lovely. And we can put our pasty, or whatever it was, back there. And then we have this chest. Hello, game. Cipher lock. Some locks have a special mechanism inside that makes them impossible to open with a regular lockpick. You will need a special key and a correct combination to open such locks, although they say the best thieves in the kingdom need nothing but to listen to the right sound. We have no key.
A key would be useful here.
Quite right, Tristan. Quite right. However, it's still a nice little treasure haul for a little climb. So, a location worth visiting. There are other places we could probably use our shovel as well. But this is a nice sort of safe place we can explore without severe risk of harm. And now things seem to be smoothing down a bit, which is great. Let's see if I can make it safely past the wolf's den, because I believe it only comes out at night, and I can, if so, and I think there are a few more. Now that's another thing. I want to avoid fighting wolves before I can skin them. Oh shit. Run, Tristan. It might give up. You're running very slowly here as it's hard on your heels. So we're going to want leather for crafting. So I want to try and avoid animals that look like we can skin them. Oh, really? Where? I see you. Hey! Oh yeah, you mop away. I'm just gonna stand here and get hit now. Ow, bloody hell. Fucking hell, the stun lock is ridiculous. Okay, well, just keep it up, mate. Oh, no, come on! Oh, seriously? Fucking die, you bastard. That is rough. Well, better eat something now. Can we get that? No, we can't. Okay. Look, it's all experience. We can benefit from it eventually. There's a lot of fishermen around here. And I noticed some of them are called poachers. We want to be careful with that. Let's have some cheese as well. Wait. Healthy food. There we go. So I'm just going to demonstrate how there's difficulty speaking to these guards. And hey, if I actually can speak to them this time, great, you know? For now though, I think I'm kind of waiting for the patch. But I do want to keep playing the game and enjoying it. It's been almost a week since they tried to put it up and had to pull it. Right, so let's just pop in here and find the two named soldiers.
Time to wash the mags.
Here we are. So we got this one.
What?
Who doesn't seem to want to speak at all. And this one.
Huh? What do you want? Nothing. Sorry. Well, get lost then. Quit breathing down my neck.
Apparently they're supposed to ask us if we can get them some drinks, and then we have a time limit. But it can get bugged and we never get them to ask us, or something bizarre.
What? What?
What do you mean the beer's gone sour?
So that isn't working at the moment. And there's a trainer in there who can help us learn the skill, which we want. But we want to level up for that as well.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
Patch is important. I would like it. I think if I do replay the beginning, I would possibly skip the early stuff, because it would be things you've all seen before. go with the same build and start back at the woodcutter's camp, getting the correct reward for the quest. Or I'll just play on from, you know, where I saved in the middle of this session, probably. It sounds like a... That is not a horse. It looks very large and very unfriendly. And as if it is guarding this road. Let's try to avoid that thing. Whoever that individual is, we can probably... Ooh, that looks pretty dangerous down there. Right. Traps, he's been digging for something. He looks pretty sloshed, actually.
Ho, fellow! Some help!
What's wrong?
You see, my pal and I were having a bit to drink, right? And, well, I can't find him now. I mean, it's not that he's lost. I know where he is, but...
But what?
But you can't find him.
I'm afraid to go there alone. Will you come with me?
There wouldn't happen to be some cheerful lads with axes at their belts waiting for us, would there?
Oh, come off it. I'm no bandit. It's just... something's hissing over there. Skittering. Makes me feel right uncomfortable.
Right. Okay, well, we'll give it a try, but this sounds risky.
Show me the way.
Oh, thank you. Let's go. You can't have gotten far.
Are you going to show me where to... Yes, you are. Good. Great. Can't say I particularly trust this chap at the moment. But that's okay. It's part of the learning process. This game very much feels like, in the early parts, it's very much a case of trial and error. And that'll become less so as we progress. He also looks like he might have a better outfit than ours, at least better trousers. That's a lot of big rat things. Think I can see where this is going now.
Quickly! To arms!
Ow! Bloody hell.
Nice hit.
Seems he's who we're looking for.
Yeah, that can't be good.
I found your friend. He's dead.
Oh. I knew we shouldn't have gone drinking. Now I've got to look his wife in the eye. Thank you.
I'm not doing that for you, man.
Here's something for your trouble. I'll be heading back to the village now. What's your name, anyways?
Tristan.
Thanks again for your help, Tristan. Farewell.
Well, that was rough. I don't suppose he'd point us the way to the village. I think it's this way. Because another level would do us quite nicely. I should probably stop soon. But I want to play. I want to enjoy it. I mean, give it about a week, right? That looks like it could be part of it. Oh, shit. Oh, it's you, mate. Oh, fuck. Okay. Don't you dare. Oh, we're dead. Okay, cool. Well, good enough time to stop then, I reckon. Yeah. Look, at the moment, I don't mind fighting monsters that are higher than our current level. But if their level is over double my level, or even, you know, in many cases currently triple my level, I should probably give that some serious thought, right? As to whether I really should be engaging such a creature. Especially without potions and stuff. So, yeah, let's see. So if I took stamina, next level. No, I need a point of strength and 2 points of insight. So next level, my skill point would go into basic combat training, which Tristan really needs, by the way. And then the level after that, I could grab carcass skinning. That's probably tanning hides. Oh, that's like a scouring knife and stitching. You know, they could have all kinds of different skills, right? Yeah. You know, I'm enjoying this game, but obviously at the moment, it's a little bit buggy, has a few problems, and I'd like to continue playing it and stuff. Yeah, it's cool. And you guys seem to enjoy watching it, so that's great. I'm just saying now we have a lot less lag and stuff here because obviously it's preloaded and still in the system memory from recent times. You know what? Could go back, try to fight that wolf. But yeah, I reckon I'll just end this one here. Do let me know what you think about the game's current situation in the comments section down below. Yeah, it's a bit buggy. Hopefully it gets sorted. The patch is coming. Don't know how long it'll take. It might take longer than we would like. The Temple of Elemental Evil re-release now has a new release date, and it's basically about a week off. I look forward to that, provided it's a good port and works well.
We'll be eating grass soon.
So if I could play this in the meantime, that'd be wonderful. If I have to wait until after that comes out for this patch,
Someone was robbed right
I
in the
might
outskirts recently.
just hold off on playing this game for a bit, because getting the trousers from the woodcutters would be a massive boost, to be honest.
This city makes me sick.
Alright guys,
Sometimes
it's been
I
fun.
wonder why we even have
I
guards.
will look forward to
Something
playing
was
this one
banging
again
around in the
soon.
cellar all night.
Not sure exactly how soon. And you will take care. I'll see you with another video of whatever. Bye for now.